guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Being Human. And before I start doing this review, just want to give you guys a little update. I do have a review for the TV show Star-Crossed, Star-Crossed, which is a pilot from the CW. If you want to go check that out, that was on Comic Frontline. I'll have that annotated. But let's talk about Being Human, a really cool episode tonight. We'll obviously do what I always do. We'll talk about the three stories first, because they are always separated and come together in some way. It's the werewolf story, the ghost story, and the vampire story, and somehow always meshed in together. What I love about Being Human. And tonight was an intense episode for all three stories. And again, I think with the beginning of season 4, the stories meshed a little bit more together. We got to see them interact a little bit more with each other. But as the season goes on, they do go a little bit into their own story arcs, which pretty much always happens with Being Human anyways. But let's talk about Josh and Nora's story first, because it's Werewolf Monday, so let's give them the courtesy. So Josh slept with this other girl, but as a werewolf, so he didn't know. So he does not want to tell Nora, and the husband of the other girl finds out, punches Josh, and the werewolf comes out. And Nora gets very upset about this and saying, first of all, why didn't you tell me? And she's not even as upset about the whole wolf having sex with this other woman. She's more upset of this monster that Josh has become and the werewolf controlling him more than Josh controlling the werewolf. So we're getting a lot of tension between there. And I think Nora is definitely thinking back at her, obviously not good days with her boyfriend. She doesn't want to have the same thing happen to her. She doesn't want to be abused in the relationship. So I see that. I'm excited to see where that relationship goes. And Nora's not being annoying by saying, I'm leaving you, you know, but she's actually being really legit. And I like the direction they brought Nora, because she could have been really annoying here. But I think they had Nora have a good reaction, a really realistic reaction. So I like what's going on with Josh and Nora. The tension, they still haven't had their honeymoon phase at all. They just have so much tension between all this werewolf stuff. Now let's talk about Eden and his wife, Susanna. They're still husband and wife, technically. I don't think they ever got divorced. So the whole cat thing has been blown over, which they've been talking about Kat, but it's more of like, I'm over her, kinda. And how do I get over her, really? So I don't know why they kept Kat in this season, honestly, to really just have her not be in the show anymore. Maybe it's just another hurdle that Aiden had to cross or jump over, but I liked Kat. I wanted them to stick around. I liked the ship, but I guess it's not going to happen. But saying that, I actually really like Susanna also. I like what she brings to Aiden's story, and I love the dynamic between them and the secret Susanna is keeping from Aiden, which is that she killed their son. So it's really interesting to see that Susanna wants to feed on vampires because she hates being a vampire, kinda, and Aiden obviously just, you know, being Aiden and want to kill all these humans, and he does in the end. So he gets tempted, and the temptation takes over him. So I really like the story that they're going with that. I like the interactions between both of them. Really cool story, and usually I don't even like the vampire story, but I really like Aiden and Susanna's story. Again, 2 for 2. Let's see if it's 3 for 3. Let's see if the ghost story was as good as Josh and Nora's story, and Aiden's story. Is Sally's story as good? And yeah, that was actually the one I enjoyed the most this episode, because we get to see Sally's brother comes back trying to sell the house. And Sally's just trying to mess up with everything, and because she does that, she uses her powers and goes back to the past. And she goes back to the past of, you know, her boyfriend that killed her, and her brother having problems with the boyfriend. And now Sally's like, why didn't you do anything? And she bitch slapped him in the face. Now Sally's brother is actually working on plumbing, and I guess either the little girl's controlling things in the house, or it's just Sally's powers going all crazy, and she kills her brother, technically, because the water is going crazy, and the chainsaw was still plugged into the wall, and the brother gets electrocuted, so now the brother is a ghost also. So I thought that was perfect, and I love the two actors. They're actually brother and sister. Megan Routh and Jesse Rath are actually both brother and sisters in real life. Thought the chemistry was obviously there. Yeah, I just thought that it was actually a really cool story, and we see the brother every once in a while, and now they actually interact, maybe move on. Will the brother get his door? Who knows? But I thought he was actually really perfect. I don't think he's going to be added to the cast, but I think he will be a guest star for a couple episodes for a really cool Sally story. So really enjoyed that. I thought that was perfect for Sally. And each and every story for this episode had some sort of suspense and had some sort of thing that was interesting about it. I really loved all three stories here. Very good episode, and I love the direction Being Human's going, and always keeping us guessing, you know, for a show that is in such a generic genre, werewolves, vampires, ghosts not as much, because ghosts aren't really used that much in TV right now, but werewolves. I have a day called Werewolf Monday. All these shows of werewolves are on Monday, and there's other werewolf shows too. So there's a lot of werewolf shows, there's a lot of vampire shows, but Being Human is somewhat different. In every arc they have, it brings something different for these characters. And the characters work so well together, the cast works so well together. So this is a great episode, a great addition. Again, some shockers that I didn't expect, and it keeps the show keeps you on your toes. So I can't wait to see Sally's story. Really excited to see Sally's story, but everyone's story also. So, of course, I'll have a review for Being Human next week for Werewolf Monday. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the right situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.